Hello, Virgos. This is a general love and relationship reading for the sign of Virgo, excuse me, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs in Virgo, or somebody who you're thinking about who has Virgo in their chart. It could also represent Virgo season, which will just be in about a month. So yeah, let's get into it. I think those two want to come out. Leo, I just did. Oh, that's so funny. I think this is picking up. So I would recommend watching the Leo reading also, because Leo, we're going into Leo season, transitioning into, or about a couple days away when I'm recording this, depending on when you're watching it. It starts July 22nd or 23rd or something, which is this week. So in the Leo reading, Scorpio, I Transform came out, and Pluto and is, transformation, which is Scorpio energy. So, and then Leo, like I said, so go and watch the Leo one, because I think this is going to be also a little bit more generalized towards what's happening during Virgo season. Or it, if you have Virgo in your chart, then it's probably going to really resonate. These cards are so hard to shuffle. They're very thick and just like a lot bigger than most of the cards I have, and my hands are already small. So annoying. Okay, so I will. Leos are very sure of themselves. That's why their mantra is I will. And Pluto transformation. What's funny is in the Leo reading, the King of Swords came out, was the third card. Now we have the Queen of Swords as the first card. So coincidence? I think not. Dang. And the Five of Swords, this did not come out in the Leo reading, but the three other fives came out. So Five of Swords is mental conflict. Can be like mind games, you playing mind game, allowing your mind to play tricks on you, or not tricks, but like kind of tell you stories, or it could be somebody doing that to you. Ooh, and the Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. So we have feminine energy showing up with Virgo. I'm almost getting like choosing between two people could be Virgos. Here we go. But it's funny, the Emperor came out first. I'm sorry I keep talking about the Leo reading, but the Emperor came out first, and then there was it the Five of Cups, and then it was the Queen or King of Swords. So it was two masculine energies with the five in between, and now it's two feminine energies with the five in between. So I'm telling you, this could just be like, possibly this is what the masculine energy is going through during Leo season, and now the feminine energy is experiencing this during Virgo season. That could be it, or it could just not be connected at all. Who knows? But again, it feels like something happening between two people. So Swords is air, which is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Coins is Pentacles, earth energy. So that is Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. So some kind of mental conflict or just mind games or something happening between, I feel very strongly it's two different women. And since she came out first, it is possibly her happening. It's not that she's necessarily doing it to this other person, but again, who knows? The Nine of Swords. Okay, this came out. This was the same placement for the last reading in the Leos. I'm telling you, this is like, it's parallel. The Leo was masculine. This is the feminine story. So those are connected somehow. Nine of Swords is anxiety, stress. What are we stressing about? What's all this crap? What's all this crap? Strength. So here's Leo. Okay, so possibly a Leo and a Virgo are having something happening. Or it's, again, just the seasons. But here we have strength. Developing some inner strength. Gentle strength. It could also be it could be this feminine energy learning how to be in her Queen of Pentacles, or like it could mean like a conflict with somebody you've had where it's been really stressing you out mentally, or it's like you don't realize your energy is actually still connected to this person. But again, I feel like it's friendship. It's like having to do with two females, or two feminine energies, not necessarily romantic. And the High Priestess, intuition. The Book of Secrets, hidden knowledge, wisdom. So it's developing the inner strength to move away from feeling like this, which is anxious. This would be you being in your mind in like the lower vibrational energy, developing the inner strength to actually be in the high vibrational energy of your mind, which is your intuition, being connected to the divine and getting messages. And I think it's also seeing something from a new perspective. 7 of Coins. Patience, waiting, taking a pause, tending to what you've already created. It can also be about harvest. 3 of Swords. Taking a break to heal from heartbreak. So there's some hurt that happened between 2 feminine energies. Healing from heartbreak. So pausing to heal that. I think it's also your intuition. The High Priestess is like speaking to you in terms of like, don't pass over this. This person did hurt you and you're allowed to feel it and heal it and to release it. And I think, and you don't, and the reason is they're not letting you pass over it is because they're like, if you don't, you're going to assume every person is going to be like that in the future. It's going to be difficult for you to open up to people, whether that's anyone, friend, but I really feel it's like more friendship. It's not really having to do with love. So it's like, okay, no, wait, stop, feel this, pause. It's almost like the universe pressing a pause button on your life and not allowing you to move forward until you process this grief. And we have the Ace of Swords, which is, I know my truth. It's truth and clarity. It's also a new beginning, like an aha moment, like, and it's, right above it's right on top of the High Priestess here. And she's like, look, you need to find your truth in this. You need to find your aha moments through this because it happened for a reason. Not that we want to blame the other person if it's with a situation, but it's more so like you need to find your own clarity around it and process the grief because it hurt you. And it's like, allow yourself to be hurt. And the Strength card could be like realizing that it's okay to be vulnerable. And that is actually a strength, to admit you hurt me. And, like either it's setting boundaries and I don't feel like it could be in communication because we have a lot of swords, but it could also mean like you just energetically doing this and recognizing like, I didn't do anything. I don't feel like I did anything wrong here, or I own my part in it, but you also fucked up here, The Emperor, here he is. So the Emperor is father energy. It is Aries energy, and it can be also someone who's in charge, someone who's a boss. In the Leo reading, it did represent patriarchal kind of stuff because, again, we live in a patriarchal society, and that's the father being the head of the household. That's what it means. So it could mean that, but let's just get a little bit more. The Knave of Coins, so the Page of Coins, which is a small offer. Or it could be communication about, I'm feeling somebody offering you some kind of something. But it's like, it's a small offer. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is having a lot of options. It's fantasy, it's illusion. And again, like if you watch the Leo reading, I'm noticing that these two people have their backs to each other. I'm turning my back on this way of being, or this masculine, because Aries is very masculine and the Emperor is very masculine. It's the father, like I said, turning your back on this, whatever happened, like wherever you learned certain things, like you're turning your back on that and you're like, no, like your way is not my way. Your way of doing things is not my way of doing things. And I actually have a lot of options, and I'm looking towards like, which fountain do I want to throw my coin in? That's kind of what I'm getting here. Which wish do, like I can create whatever it is I want. I really feel like it's like addressing some conditioned belief systems that we've had in in our society because of the patriarchy. The Lovers. Beautiful. I wasn't expecting love to show up, but it could also represent two aspects of you, but it's Gemini energy. But it's choice. And it's funny, in the Leo reading, there was a lot of choice that needed to be made, making decisions, choosing a path. So it is about, I feel like that and it's very similar and parallel to the Leo reading in that it was like about falling in love again with your work. It wasn't necessarily about a love relationship, but it's like choosing the path that makes you feel like this, like you're in love every day. So whether that's you just choosing friendships, right? Like people who you're just like, God, I fucking love you. Or if it's a love relationship and you're just so in love with this person. Or if it's a career and a job and you're just like, God, I love this job so much. That's where you're going to put your coin. And it's in one of these cups and you're kind of figuring out which one it is. But allowing yourself to first see that you have options and you don't only have one choice. The Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is about looking at the past and things that didn't work out, crying over spilled milk. So this could be why, well, let me get one more. The Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands can represent union, marriage, celebration, coming together with people to celebrate. Like I said, it usually depicts marriage. So that is a celebration, right? It's also stability, home, happy home life too, like creating a foundation. So there could be some sadness that's coming up around, I'm getting maybe you chose wrong in the past, or you felt like you chose wrong, or you're like kind of afraid to choose again because you're like, oh, what if it happens the way it did? Like maybe you were married. That was really weird. I just had like, never mind. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is fiery and magnetic and creative and sexual and sensual, and she's also she's domesticated, like as much as the Queen of Coins is. I think it's asking you to tap into your Leo energy, since we had Leo come out. It's that fiery, like I can do this type energy is what it's asking you to embody, you're going to be presented with that during Virgo season. Oh, Ace of Cups. Self-love. Also, it's just like having one option in love, like knowing exactly what it is you want, you know? So it possibly could mean a love relationship, but it is also just in your life in general, knowing what it is you want, knowing what lights you up, knowing what fills your cup, and not settling for less than that. So the Three of Cups, coming together, celebration, like not settling for less than celebration. Fun, happiness, joy, bliss on a daily basis in every single aspect of your life, not just one. So you have the Hierophant and the Ace of Wands. The Hierophant is Taurus energy, but it's also commitment. It's also like higher commitment. And the Ace of Wands. So we have 3 aces that came out. So lots of new beginnings and opportunities. This is like a brand new spark of creation, something to create. I mean, that makes sense since the Queen of Wands came out, is she's wanting to create something. And we have 3, like a lot of 3s also. We have 3 threes, which is creation, which makes sense if we're talking to a feminine energy here. That's what we do, right? It's create, not saying masculine energy can't, but this is manifestation, creation. And I think it's also collaboration, because we have the 3s. It's like coming together with people, community. This is also asking you to look at like your spiritual community, or just the community, or what it is that so we talked a lot about patriarchy and, going against like what you were conditioned and programmed to believe and do. And it's like finding your own way now, but making sure that you're in the right communities that allow you to create and support you in that, support you in what you're doing. The Ten of Cups. this is emotional fulfillment, having everything that you want emotionally. You're on your way to that. But first there might be just some healing and stuff that comes up for you in terms of something in the past that happened. And the same thing with the masculine energy in the Leo reading. And the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is nostalgia, looking at the past. But this is about looking at the past and having fond memories, right? It's not about looking at the past and feeling regretful or sad. So I feel like it represents you being able to heal from whatever it was we were talking about in the beginning. And the moon is Pisces energy, but it is intuition. So more intuition, because I'm pretty sure the High Priestess came out, didn't it? Yep. And it's feminine energy. It's like fully embodying your feminine energy and owning your shadows, because the moon is our shadow energy. That is very feminine energy. Our darkness doesn't necessarily have to be scary. It's just what's hidden, what we are possibly ashamed of about ourselves. So it's like, I feel like it's an embodiment and a coming to some, like, it's really just owning it. And this is related to whatever happened in the past, that maybe you had some conflict with another woman, or feminine energy is possibly, it's like you needing to forgive or to like heal that, because it's like you're seeing her shadow feminine, and so it's like having a hard time accepting it. So if you can forgive or heal from that and recognize like what it brought you in terms of growth and healing, it's like you doing that for yourself and healing that aspect of yourself that you saw her doing to you, that obviously hurt you. And it's okay, because you know you're allowed to be hurt, and you're allowed to say that and be vulnerable, and yeah, it doesn't make you weak, and it doesn't make you, does not need to be shameful. So it's really fully embodying and owning your feminine energy, and trusting your intuition, and like I said, tapping into your shadows and loving them and seeing them for what they really are. So if you'd like forgot to do one of these, just kidding, but if you would like your own reading with me, go to my website, empoweringauthenticity.com, and you can book there, or you can follow me on Instagram and message me there at Empowering Authenticity. So this is my Dragon Oracle. Black Dragon from Saturn brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Okay, so this tells me a lot about why the Hierophant's here, the High Priestess, the Moon is like you really honing in on your spiritual practice and allowing it to guide you in your life and your healing. So it says, concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision, congratulate yourself, you have passed a test. Wow, beautiful. So yeah, you moving through this, and again, if the Leo reading resonated with you, it could represent an aspect of you, your masculine energy, and then this is your feminine energy, and so it's kind of like, you know, the healing in for both of those aspects of you coming to completion. And you, with the whole situation that I was talking about, that's what I feel like it says when you have passed a test, like the way that you handled it and the way that you're moving through it shows that you're ready that you're very committed to your spiritual path. And that's why, you know, so many new beginnings and opportunities are going to be available to you. So that's so beautiful. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.